Welcome to the final lesson of how to use ChatGPT. In this lesson, we will explore how to set up and access ChatGPT through the OpenAI API. ChatGPT, powered by OpenAI, is a state-of-the-art language model that can generate human-like responses given appropriate prompts. By accessing ChatGPT through the OpenAI API, developers can integrate it into their own applications, products, or services, and enable natural language interactions. Let's get started with the steps involved in setting up and accessing ChatGPT through the OpenAI API. Step 1. Sign up for the OpenAI API. To access ChatGPT through the OpenAI API, you need to sign up for an account. Visit the OpenAI website and follow the instructions to create an account. This will grant you access to the necessary API credentials to authenticate your requests. Step 2. Obtain API credentials. Once you have an OpenAI account, navigate to your account dashboard and locate the section for API credentials. Follow the instructions to generate an API key. This API key will be used to authenticate your request to the OpenAI API and enable access to ChatGPT. Step 3. Install the OpenAI Python library. To interact with the OpenAI API and access ChatGPT, you need to install the OpenAI Python library. The library provides a convenient interface to make requests and receive responses from the API. You can install the library using pip or any other package manager. Step 4. Authenticate API credentials. Before you can start making requests to ChatGPT, you need to authenticate your API credentials. This involves setting up the authentication mechanism, typically by setting an environment variable or providing the API key directly in your code. Authentication ensures secure communication with the OpenAI API. Once you have completed these initial setup steps, you're ready to start accessing ChatGPT through the OpenAI API. Step 5. Sending prompts to ChatGPT. To interact with ChatGPT, you'll construct prompts that serve as the initial input for the model. The prompts can be simple queries or more complex conversations. It's essential to format the prompts effectively to achieve desired responses. For single-turn prompts, you can provide a string as the input. For example, Python prompt =, translate the following English text to French. Hello, how are you? For multi-turn conversations, you can use a list of messages. Each message has two properties: role, either system, user, or assistant, and content, the text of the message. Here's an example of a conversation. Python conversation =, role, system, content. You are a helpful assistant. Role, user, content. Who won the World Series in 2020? Role, assistant, content. The Los Angeles Dodgers won the World Series in 2020. Role, user, content. Where was it played? Step 6. Making requests to the OpenAI API. First, ensure you have Python configured on your system and have obtained an API key from OpenAI. Once you have Python configured and your API key ready, create a Python file named openai-test.py using your preferred text editor or integrated development environment, IDE. Now let's copy and paste the following code into your openai-test.py file. This script demonstrates utilizing the OpenAI API to generate a creative response. Specifically, it requests a poem explaining the concept of recursion in programming. To run the script, navigate to the directory containing openai-test.py in your terminal or command prompt. Then, enter the following command: python openai-test.py. This command will execute the Python script and display the creative poem generated by the OpenAI API, effortlessly blending programming and poetry. That's it. You've successfully interacted with the OpenAI API to generate creative responses using Python. Step 7. Handling the API response. The OpenAI API will return a response object containing the generated completions. You can extract the generated text from the response object and further process it as needed. For example, you can access the generated text from the response using response, choices, text. You can also check other properties of the response, such as the model's output tokens, completion ID, or any warnings. Step 8. Post-processing the response. Depending on your application's requirements, You may need to post-process the response to refine the output. This can include filtering out irrelevant information, summarizing long responses, or formatting the response to match your desired output style. Post-processing is crucial to ensure that the generated responses from ChatGPT align with your specific use case and provide valuable information to the users. Let's go through some tips and best practices. Experiment with different prompt formats and parameters to achieve the desired responses. Keep prompts concise, clear, and specific to get accurate and relevant outputs. Consider using system messages to provide context or instructions to the assistant. Be aware of the response length limitations based on the API plan you are using. Evaluate and validate the responses to ensure they meet your application's requirements and quality standards. Be mindful of the ethical considerations and potential biases in the responses generated by ChatGPT. Example: use cases. 1. Customer support. Use ChatGPT to provide instant responses and personalized assistance to customer queries, automating parts of the customer support process. 2. Content generation. Employ ChatGPT to generate creative content ideas, overcome writer's block, or draft articles in various domains. 3. Virtual assistants. Build virtual assistants or chatbot interfaces that utilize ChatGPT to provide conversational interactions and assist users with tasks or information retrieval. 4. Language learning. Integrate ChatGPT into language learning platforms to offer interactive conversational practice and real-time feedback. API keys and their importance. API keys serve as a form of authentication and access control for interacting with the OpenAI API and accessing ChatGPT. These keys are unique to each developer and act as a secure way to identify and authorize requests. Obtaining and managing API keys correctly is crucial for a smooth and secure integration with ChatGPT. Tips for managing API keys. 1. Security. Treat your API keys as sensitive information and avoid sharing them with unauthorized individuals. Regularly review and update your security practices to safeguard your keys from potential breaches. 2. Key rotation. Consider periodically rotating your API keys to enhance security. This involves generating new keys and retiring the old ones. Key rotation is especially important if you suspect unauthorized access or when working on long-term projects. 3. Usage monitoring. Keep track of your API usage to monitor your usage limits, stay within allocated quotas, and optimize costs. OpenAI provides tools and dashboards to help you monitor your API usage effectively. 4. Version control. If you are collaborating with others on a project that involves ChatGPT integration, ensure that API keys are managed securely within your version control system. Avoid committing API keys directly into code repositories or sharing them through insecure channels. Example: use case: integrating ChatGPT into a customer support chatbot. Let's consider an example use case to understand how API keys are utilized. Imagine you are building a customer support chatbot that incorporates ChatGPT to provide automated responses to common queries. In this scenario, you would obtain an API key from OpenAI, securely store it in your application's configuration, and authenticate API requests using the key. This way, your chatbot can communicate with ChatGPT and generate helpful responses for your customers. Let's delve into the available SDKs, software development kits, and libraries that can help you set up and access ChatGPT. The importance of SDKs and libraries. SDKs and libraries provide developers with pre-built functions, classes, and utilities that simplify the integration and usage of complex systems like ChatGPT. They offer ready-to-use code and encapsulate the underlying technical details, allowing developers to focus on building the desired functionality without reinventing the wheel. Step 1. Understanding SDKs and libraries. SDKs and libraries are collections of software components that provide tools, functions, and abstractions to interact with ChatGPT. They abstract away the complexities of the underlying systems, making it easier for developers to access and use ChatGPT's capabilities in their applications. Step 2. OpenAI Python Library. The OpenAI Python Library is a popular and widely used SDK for accessing ChatGPT. It provides a convenient and straightforward interface to interact with the OpenAI API. With the OpenAI Python library, you can easily send prompts, receive responses, and manage conversations with ChatGPT. To install the OpenAI Python library, you can use pip, the Python package manager. Run the following command in your terminal or command prompt. Pip install OpenAI. Step 3. Exploring the OpenAI Python library. The OpenAI Python library offers a range of functions and methods that simplify the process of interacting with ChatGPT. Let's explore some of the key functionalities provided by the library. Setting the API key. Before making requests to the OpenAI API, you need to set your API key. This can be done using the OpenAI API key attribute or by setting the OpenAI_API_key environment variable. Creating completions. The OpenAI completion.create method allows you to generate completions based on a prompt. You can specify parameters such as the model, the prompt, the maximum tokens, and more to customize the behavior of the completion. Managing conversations. The OpenAI library supports managing multi-turn conversations. You can use the OpenAI chat completion.create method to interact with ChatGPT in a conversational manner, providing a list of messages as input. Step 4. Additional SDKs and libraries. Apart from the OpenAI Python library, there are other SDKs and libraries available in various programming languages that can be used to access ChatGPT. These SDKs provide similar functionalities and make it easier to integrate ChatGPT into applications written in different languages. Some notable examples include OpenAI Node, DJs. If you prefer working with Node.js, the OpenAI Node Digest library provides a convenient interface for accessing ChatGPT. OpenAI Ruby. The OpenAI Ruby library offers Ruby developers an easy way to integrate ChatGPT into their Ruby applications. OpenAI Java. For Java developers, the OpenAI Java library provides the necessary tools and utilities to interact with ChatGPT. Step 5. Choosing the right SDK or library. When selecting an SDK or library for your project, consider factors such as the programming language you are comfortable with, the community support available, and the level of documentation and examples provided. It's important to choose an SDK or library that aligns with your project's requirements and integrates well with your existing codebase. Tips for working with SDKs and libraries. 1. Read the documentation. Take the time to thoroughly read the documentation for the SDK or library you choose. It will provide insights into the available functionalities, best practices, and common use cases. 2. Explore examples and tutorials. Many SDKs and libraries come with a set of examples and tutorials that demonstrate how to use the provided functionalities effectively. Experiment with these examples to gain a better understanding of how the SDK or library works. 3. Join developer communities. Engage with the developer communities associated with the SDK or library you are using. Participate in forums, discussion groups, and online communities to seek help, share insights, and learn from others' experiences. 4. Stay updated. Keep track of updates and new releases for the SDK or library. APIs and features may evolve over time, and staying updated ensures that you can take advantage of new functionalities and improvements. In this lesson, we explored the process of setting up and accessing ChatGPT through the OpenAI API. By accessing ChatGPT through the OpenAI API, you can unlock its potential in various contexts and build innovative applications that leverage the power of natural language processing. By combining the knowledge gained from these areas, we now have a solid foundation for accessing and utilizing ChatGPT effectively. They understand the importance of API keys, how to obtain and manage them securely, and the available tools to streamline the integration process. As we move forward, the next lesson will focus on constructing effective prompts and managing conversations with ChatGPT. We will delve deeper into optimizing interactions with ChatGPT and refining its outputs to create more effective and engaging user experiences.